God dang, she's cute, isn't she? Look at her. Elizabeth Hobson from England put on her hats here. It's like, oh my God, she even got herself made up in it. Oh my God. Mm-mm-mm. Hello. Hello, gentlemen. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do an Eric Zombro 2-hour freaking exercise stream, but you know what the hell? We're going to try something. So there's a Lizzie, the English ginger, and we're going to do a video here today from Martin DeCoder because I found it this morning and I thought it might be interesting. So let's just start out with, let me get this on the screen here first. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Generalizations thrive.
Yeah, okay. Let's get this on the screen. Brandon Trueblood, when the hell do I have to call you, you fuck? I don't want to do that. I just want to drink beer. Oh my God. It says StreamYard, you're using 343 megabytes. Data. Now, I just want to come out and say it right away. I don't hate women. I love women. What I hate is what society has allowed women to become. 304s, hoes, streetwalkers, all this bullshit. This is not right. No, Martin is going to come out here, and I love this guy. I mean, he's really good. Martin's going to go, oh, these Manosphere types, they hate the Vimens, you know, because he's from, I guess he's Amsterdam, and I mostly agree with this guy, but you know, he's perhaps getting into that point where, oh, the Manosphere, they hate women. I don't hate women. I love women. I want to be with women. They're cute and they smell nice. And they're beautiful. And they're the yin and the yang, or the yin and the yang, or whatever. The missing part of men. Right? We get together, we cooperate. It's a beautiful thing. It's what God intended. That's what the good Lord in heaven, or, you know, God or Allah or Jesus, you know, pick your thing. That's what was designed here. Now, if you don't believe in God, evolution. Do you suppose, if you would think about it for a second, do you think maybe evolution, right? Surviving in the trees with the dinosaurs and the fucking raptors and shit. If men and women stood together, they were stronger. And they could fight off these evil things and the bears and all this crap. No, I don't hate women. I hate feminism. For what feminism has taught our young women and old women, but especially these young, here, there's you know, bangs there, right, on whatever podcast. It's not the women I hate. It is what society has let them become. And that's all part of feminism and Marxism and the whole fucking thing. Right? Take away the church. We don't need no church because the church is going to tell us to do it. Yes, there's a reason why it was there. And a reason why 3,000 or 4,000 years ago, some old Jewish guys with gray hair and beards and shit wrote down this stuff. This is what works. We've had thousands of years of experience here. We've done all this shit. Maybe they didn't have feminism, but you know what I'm saying. This is what works, and this is what God said you should do. And they just toss it out. The second and third wave feminine. No. We don't need to do that. Men are just evil and blah, 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 blah. So I don't hate women. I hate what they've become because society, frankly, has let them down. The low bar of expectations, right? We don't expect that, and what do we get? Let's go.
Thrive in the world of dating and gender-related content. However, how accurate are they? And which content?
We got the evil baldy guy here who won't admit he's bald, Rollo Tomasi.
Consequences do they have for dating and relationships?
Mhm.
In this video, I'll take a closer look at these questions. Welcome or welcome back to the channel.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah, Martin. But the thing is, you're going to get it wrong immediately. Oh, but these guys out here like Rollo Tomasi and Undead Chronic and Brandon Trueblood and Hamster, you just hate women. That's your problem. You hate women. No. No, I don't. I hate what they've been allowed to become after you take off the guardrails, after you remove any semblance of anything that would keep people in line a little bit, right? We need that. We're just hairless monkeys, and we'll do stupid shit if we have the opportunity to do it. Now, back in the 60s, Mr. DeCoder, you might remember all the shackles and the chains and the barefoot and pregnant making sandwiches in the kitchen. They were removed from women because women were oppressed, allegedly. Ask Betty Friedan, right? But what happened to men during the same time frame, during the early 60s? What did men get to do that they didn't do before? Nothing, sir. Zero. Men are expected to do the same thing they've done since time immemorial, T0, the beginning of Homo sapiens sapiens. But women had all the rules and all the thing taken away from them. You can't blame women, really, if they say, oh, yeah, because society says it's okay. You don't need these guardrails because that's oppressive. Men don't have those. And so what do we get? Now, I know it's being interpreted, Mr. DeCoder, that these men online, like myself, Brandon Trueblood, Undead Chronic, Hammerhand, millions of other people, we're going to get to men need to have a say. I can't remember his name, but men need to be heard. That guy. You interpret that, sir, all due respect, as you hate women. Now, I can understand how you might be able to come up with that. What you're not understanding is a lot of men here in the Manosphere. Oh, there are some. Don't worry about it. Most men don't hate women. We hate what society has allowed them to become. And we talk about it. It's like, girlfriend, hey, sweetie, Jennifer, or Hope, or whatever your name is, right? If you do these things when you are 37, you're not going to be able to find a dude that will marry you up and blah, blah, blah. Oh, you don't know that. This is the entire goal, Mr. DeCoder, of the Marxist feminists. This has been the thing since day fucking one, 1848. You can look it up. It's written in the Communist Manifesto. So I don't hate women. I hate what society has allowed them to become. Streetwalkers and hoes. Not worthy of even considering bringing them in and being the mother of your children? Are you fucking kidding me? Go on.
First, a little about arguments. An argument consists of a claim, grounds for the claim, and a warrant,
right.
which is how a speaker gets from the grounds to the claim. There are different types of arguments, including the argument from generalization
How you doing?
and
Oh
the argument from classification. These two are predominant in the world of dating and gender-related content. At some point, you probably heard someone say, all men are like this.
Yep.
All women are like this.
Of course, that's false because that's not true. I guess that's that's obvious. It's false because it's not true. Not all women are like that. Not all are men like that. But given the opportunity, a lot of women take the option to be hoes. I don't hate them for that. I understand it. Because society says, we don't care if you're hoes, and if you don't get what you want, it's the fault of men. Are we getting somewhere, sir?
However, are such arguments reliable? The argument from generalization goes, what's true for the individual is true for the group or demographic the individual belongs to. The argument from classification goes, what's true for the group or demographic
I love her hair, I know.
an individual belongs to is true for said individual. Let's see how these arguments play out in a random video.
Now, you know, we're talking about women, right? Women we want to date, maybe marry up. What about our daughters? Do we want our daughters to go out there and be hoes and be sperm receptacles for the worst fucking men they can find? No. Why do we object to this? Because we love them, don't we? We don't want them to go through all this bullshit. It's like, avoid that, and you're going to be, you know, you're going to have a happy life. And if you want to get married, you get married. You have a career, do whatever the fuck you want. But it's the hoe phase. It's not women, it's society that has allowed this to happen. The patriarchy has allowed this to happen. Think about that.
One of many videos with the same, very similar argument structures and messages.
He was only 47.
Oh, we have a
Aneurysm.
commercial here.
Did he have life insurance?
No.
Do
No,
you?
he didn't.
I am 52. I'm divorced, and I want everyone to comment because I need some help. I would like.
Okay, all right. Here's the deal, sweetie. I'm sure you're a wonderful woman. You're beautiful, I guess, in your own way. You're 52 years old. I don't hate you. I think you're probably a lovely person to hang out with. You're 52 years old, and you were hooked up with a dude. You weren't happy with that dude, and look what we have here. We got a woman who is saying, I can't find a man.
I'd like to know why.
You
men-
had one. See, this is what society has allowed women to do. Now you can see here, this is men need to be heard down in the corner there. Go ahead.
Do not approach me in public.
Oh, darling, that's an easy one. The answer.
Well, because you're old, number one. Gee, you think Mr. Hamster and Brandon Trueblood, I've met Brandon. Brandon, if I sat here and bitched all day, I got on my videos all the time and my TikTok or whatever, Brandon, there's no women that approach me. I hate women. No. What Brandon would say is, Hamster, you're a fat fucking slob. No woman wants you because you got a small penis and whatever. But when it comes to the women, oh my God.
The answer is because you're a risk to all men, as are all women these days.
I mean, she's old, though. I mean, you're 52. I'm sure you'd be a great friend. You're probably a wonderful person. Maybe you want some hot dickin'. But even this 52-year-old woman doesn't want me coming up to her and asking her out. She doesn't want this guy with the bald hair coming up because he's not 6 foot tall. Do you understand, Mr. DeCoder, where we're at here? She could get a man today. All she has to do is walk outside. Hey, you want to? Sure. That's not what she wants, sir. Society has told her she should expect the very cream of the crop, even at 52. That's not the way it works. I'm sorry, I don't hate her. I'm sure she's wonderful. That's not the way it works. Go on.
Technically, this is an argument, thus a claim, The woman in the video is a risk to men. The grounds.
The woman in the video, Martin, is fucking old. Now, I know your deal is to take apart arguments and shit. She's fucking old. She was married for probably 30 years. She wasn't happy. She dropped the dime and got half of this man's shit. And now she wants to go out there and do it again. No, thank you.
Because all women are a risk to all men.
Well, Mr. DeCoder, did you live through the Me Too movement?
The grounds are because all women are a risk to all men.
That is correct, sir, because it's not that men are harassing women. There are some guys, sure. But saying good morning to a woman at work, or, hey, how was your weekend? Or, how are your children? Or, hey, blah, 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 can get you fucking fired. Mr. DeCoder, do you understand this? And I know you do because you're a smart guy. If you say the wrong word or even talk to a woman at work, for example, and she doesn't like it, they take your badge and they walk you out with a box full of your shit and you're fucking done. In some cities in England, if you talk to a woman on the street, you can be arrested. Of course, if she doesn't find you attractive, of course.
The warrant then becomes, because all women are a risk to all men, the woman in the video is a risk too. Thus...
Well, let's think about this, Mr. DeCoder, just for a minute. All alligators are a risk to humans because alligators love to eat humans. Well, not all of them. Well, you're right. Yeah, there's probably a couple of alligators that aren't ready to eat your face off, or bears or whatever. But there's a pretty goddamn good chance, isn't there? Now, should you hate all women? All these bitches and these hoes and shit? No, of course not. Every woman and a human being is an individual. But in general, Mr. DeCoder, if there is a group of things that are most likely to eat your fucking face off, you might just say all of these things want to eat your face off. Well, but there might be 1% of them that won't. Okay. Sounds like most of them would if they had the chance. Go on.
This is an argument from classification. Grounds can become claims in new arguments with new grounds and new warrants.
Right, yeah.
We'll see that next as the man in the video, I'll call him the commander, gives grounds to the claim that all women are a risk to all men. Grounds from his perspective, that is.
You see,
men need to be heard, yes. What Mr. DeCoder apparently missed during the Me Too movement and the Title IX shit just a couple of years ago is all a woman rather, has to do is accuse a man of something. And he's done. Zip. End of story. Do you not remember this, Mr. DeCoder? Yeah? Apparently you don't. Because it's clear and it's obvious. Now, is Mr. Men Need to Be Heard saying all women? No. But all women have the potential to, with the support of the government, institutions, the Supreme fucking Court, the schools, the universities, etc., they can. Now, on the other side of that, well, all men are grapefruit artists. Well, all men have potential to be, but very few of them are, right? Most of them are in jail. But tell me about the modern woman walking around on the street when she sees this guy coming at her and he wants to say hi and buy her a coffee. she can call the fucking police. Not because he did anything, because she doesn't like him. Do you get it?
Y'all decided to weaponize Me Too and file false allegation after false allegation against men.
Yeah, of course. But that's because women are oppressed.
Especially the ones who were
and shit
enough to approach you that you weren't attracted to and thus decided were somehow creepy.
Now we're gonna preface this a little bit. Mr. DeCoder is gonna go, oh wow, doesn't matter what your intentions are. It doesn't matter if you had a good, clean heart, you want to praise Jesus and help her find the Lord or whatever. If she doesn't like you for whatever reason, you could end up in jail and without a fucking job. Because some woman accused you of something. This is what we've let happen as patriarchal, evil woman-hating men, you know.
Add to it, you've all screamed time and again that you don't want us, don't need us, and you just want us to leave you alone. Then there's the...
Yes, and when we do, they bitch about that too. Mr. DeCoder, do you get on TikTok? Do you watch what's going on?
Absurd, ridiculous demands and expectations that you've all come up with. How you've declared millions and millions of men as unworthy simply because they're
not economically viable, Mr. DeCoder. What do you think that means? Is that just some manosphere thing that women aren't really saying? Oh no, the girls are saying, oh, that's not really true. That's just radical feminists. No! That's exactly what they're all fucking saying, bro. Go on.
6 feet tall. How you've all said that any man who doesn't have a six-pack and millions of dollars in the bank shouldn't be dating, isn't allowed to date.
Just because a statement meets the criteria for an argument and type of argument, it doesn't mean that the statement's accurate or reliable.
Okay, so you tell me, Mr. DeCoder, is it not true what he said for the most part? Is there a kernel of truth in there that women only want a certain type of man? 6 foot, 6-pack, 6-inch, millions of dollars in the bank. Is that not true? Or is Mr. Men Should Be Heard lying about that? Go on.
Statements like the ones in this excerpt.
Okay, which statements are we talking about?
Common and groupthink-based rhetoric like this.
I'm going to tell you something right now. You are officially an astronaut.
Yeah, and there's Katy Perry, who was stoned out of her fucking brain cells. But go ahead.
So much.
How do you feel?
I don't care that Katy Perry went to space. Good for her.
I feel so.
But she's not a goddamn astronaut. That's not an untrue statement. She was a passenger in a rocket ship that Jeff Bezos put up. Now look at this guy over here. We paying attention to him? He's face palm. Let's look at that again.
Right now, you are officially an astronaut.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
I feel super connected to love. It's about a collective energy.
Why is he face palming?
Right now, you are officially an astronaut.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
I feel super connected to
No
love.
idea.
It's
Why would that be?
about a collective energy in there. It's about us. It's about making space for future women and
for future women. Katy, do you understand tense and all that other fucking shit? Plural, singular. Oh, but hamster, if you point that out, you're an evil misogynist.
taking up space
And you hate women.
and belonging.
Celebrities and politicians use groupthink-based rhetoric for self-serving reasons, masking self-promotion and
What's her name? Captain America?
self-aggrandizement.
Brittany something?
As doing something for the group or
Oh, yeah.
demographic they belong to. This type of
All right, Zombro, when you're done with your workout, you can...
rhetoric makes it
What's her
easier
name?
for
I don't
speakers
know.
to control the members of the group
Oh, there
they
we
claim
go.
to speak on behalf of, and it oversimplifies criticism. For instance, there's an element of indirect control here.
Oh, great. Yeah, something more, I guess.
If you haven't pooped today, you could be reabsorbing.
Against men.
I pooped like 3 times today. I like pooping. Pooping good. So, go ahead.
Especially the ones who were dumb enough to approach you.
Groupthink-based rhetoric makes it easier to label people, in this context, to say that men who approach are dumb, and makes it easier to use oversimplifying terms about men.
Okay, Mr. DeCoder. And I love you, buddy. You know, I like your videos. I do. Can you tell me if this is true or not? Any woman can call the police and have a man arrested for talking to her. Is that true, Mr. DeCoder? Or is Mr. Men Need to Be Heard making shit up and lying? Any woman at any time can call the police, meaning the government. She is unhappy, and he should go to jail because she is unhappy. Does that sound fair? Does that sound reasonable, even in some fucking universe somewhere? No. Some guy talks to you. That's not a hang and a fence, is it? No, it's some guy trying to say, hey, yeah, I think you're cute, whatever. And she doesn't care. She's going to call the police and take this baldy-headed fat guy and put him on the goddamn burn pile. Women have that power in this country. Ruin his career, ruin his life, ruin his marriage, ruin his job, just by the fact he made me feel he was a creepy guy. He might be a creepy guy. But he comes up and talks to you one time and his life is over. Mr. DeCoder, would you fucking think about this?
Who approach and defend approaching, and thus go against the commoner's opinion. Like saying men who approach women are simps, knights, or whatever disingenuous tactics trending at the moment.
Well, you can call me whatever it is. I like women. I love them. They're great. Society has fucking left them with no options except to be fucking lonely. Like I've said, 3,000 years ago, long-haired Jewish guys wrote this shit down, do it this way. And they didn't. And now men are kind of wondering, oh, geez, that's kind of fucked up. We don't want that. We don't want what you're selling. Oh, but I had 700 fucking partners, and I've all experienced this shit. I don't care. It's trying to sell a fucking car that's falling apart with the engine not working. And then the salesman sitting there saying, wow, it's not right that they don't want this. The fuck is the matter with you? Go on.
Think-based rhetoric establishes an us and them discourse. Men versus women, or men who are...
I mean, the car is a pile of fucking dust, and the tires aren't even there, and the fucking engine is gone, and we're supposed to want that. And if we don't, excuse me, Martin DeCoder, if we don't want this torn down fucking hoopty, we hate women. Gotcha. Right.
approach versus men who don't approach, which creates group identity. However, what are the many labels actually based on? They're based on generalizations, single cases or parts that are supposed.
Yeah, well, I could say this, Mr. DeCoder. It's not that men hate women. You can believe that all day if you want to. Oh, these evil Manosphere guys, they hate. Look at the bald guy over there. We don't hate women, we love them. And that's why we are so upset of what this society has allowed them to become. You got it?
To represent the whole in this digital age in which people.
Nope. All right, guys, I got to eat. I will see you later. Take care.